Top 5 Truly Disturbing Facts About Japan's Suicide Forest. The Aokigahara Forest, one of the most mysterious places on the planet, is better known as the Suicide Forest. As the name suggests, this is because of the sheer number of people who have taken their own lives there. Literally, hundreds of people commit suicide in this most chilling stretch of woodland each year. Almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Or perhaps there really is something truly evil that twists people's minds and thoughts. Or might we find that magnetic anomalies have such a macabre effect? Here are 5 reasons that the Suicide Forest is a truly disturbing place. 5. The place is littered with ribbons. In the event that you adventure into the Suicide Forest, one of the primary things you will notice will be strips. And keeping in mind that doesn't sound chilling in itself, the backstory to them is everyone basically speaks to somebody who in any event went into the woodland with the point of murdering themselves. In any case, numerous individuals would take a long bit of shaded lace with them. They would attach it to a tree after entering the woods. The purpose behind this was in the event that the individual altered their perspectives and afterward could discover their way back out once more. Frequently, however, if you somehow manage to follow these strips, you will regularly find a dead body toward the finish of them. Regularly dangling from one of the trees. It is genuinely a horrid update for the wide range of various visual magnificence of the district, that numerous individuals come here and never leave. 4. The ghosts of the dead encourage suicide. As we would envision, there are various stories of apparitions and spirits dwelling inside the backwoods. Notwithstanding, a few legends recommend that these spirits even urge individuals to end their own lives as they wander through the trees. It is a broad confidence in Japanese fables that when an individual bites the dust an abrupt or rough passing, this will make them become a yurei. These spooky spirits are said to move their fury and outrage onto the individuals who wander their direction. Numerous individuals, for instance, regularly talk about how they feel abruptly on edge with no explanation, or on the other hand how influxes of dread or frenzy defeat them all of a sudden. Envision, at that point, having these sentiments while previously managing real self-destructive thoughts. We may likewise take note of that there are a few different areas around the earth where individuals discuss unexpectedly encountering serious negative feelings. As we will analyze further in our last passage, the purpose behind this may one day demonstrate to land rather than paranormal. 3. Around 100 bodies a year are found in the forest. It is thought that around 100 dead bodies each year are removed from the macabre forest. And what's more, there are many more that remain there for years before discovery. Special groups venture into the forest. If they find any dead bodies, they immediately notify the police. One member of the group, usually an older member, will usually remain at the scene so as to ensure nothing is disturbed. If by chance they discover someone alive and possibly still contemplating taking their own life, they will escort that person back to safe houses near the forest. Once there, they are strongly encouraged to accept the help they need to return from the dark place in which they find themselves. It is not hard to imagine why those who perform these grim duties grow tired of tourists visiting the forest and treating it as a spectacle. However, as we will explore in our next point, we can't be absolutely sure of these figures as Japanese authorities no longer publish them. 2. Many believe an evil energy resides in the forest. In a similar way to the legends about ghostly apparitions, many legends revolve around the idea of the Suicide Forest simply being a place of pure evil. Whether due to spirits or simply an evil energy, some people subscribe to the theory that bad things happened there because of a supernatural force. If we believe that evil manifests from past events, then the fact that so many people have taken their lives in this spot would certainly contribute to that. However, even before the spate of suicides in the late 20th century, the forest had a grim past. A good example of this would be the practice in the 1800s when many families would bring their elderly to the forest and leave them so they could die with dignity in the woodland. It is certainly an intriguing if gloomy thought. However, for our next point we will turn to the history of the forest and how it came into being, and ultimately, why it might have such a dark spiritual nature. Might magnetic anomalies cause the suicides? Lately, a few analysts have proposed that geomagnetic inconsistencies may incite such dull contemplations in individuals, particularly the individuals who are now self-destructive in any case. It is the idea of certain analysts that these geomagnetic inconsistencies occur under the ground where the backwoods lives. What's more, given that these unsettling influences change constantly, that may give us why the self-destruction rate apparently shot up in ongoing a long time in the horrifying forest. The group who led the exploration additionally took a gander at different records of geomagnetic action throughout the years in different nations. They would find that these regularly come about an expansion in suicides. Furthermore, these, thusly, diminished when such geomagnetic inconsistencies ceased. Perhaps one especially fascinating finish of the examination was that these geomagnetic unsettling influences apparently influenced men significantly more than ladies. While more exploration and study is required on this hypothesis, it is positively a captivating one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos.